I want to talk about my parents' view of life here in the States. Although they missed the freedom South, Vietnam, and some culture, they have said that they have adapted well and are so grateful for the life that they have. My dad, particularly, for some reason, when he came to this country in 1975, he knew that he couldn't expect to be treated fairly as a foreigner coming into this country with absolutely nothing to give. No money, no English, no culture, no skill set that he knew of that, Americans would want. Just big question mark. But parents being grateful and even being bullied at workplaces and in public, hand over hand, I just want to say that they're just tough cookies, and I'm extremely proud of them. They never complained, and they never passed down that they were bullied ever until recently when we had to extract that from them and ask them. So they just kept quiet and kept on chugging. Just tough. And another part of being grateful, they say, is due to the fact that how much they cared about their children and their success. And I say this because they knew that were in a country that had so much resources to become whoever you wanted to be, and that way that flowed down into the first generation Asian American children who have to take the now responsibility to please their parents, meaning doing good in school, doing good in technical activities like band, orchestra, STEM programs. And while we now shifted towards the Asian American children mindset, speaking from my own opinion, I think it was a little bit tough. I think the hardest thing about it was being raised in an all-American lifestyle that consisted of 24/7 fun, partying, riding dirt bikes, just being laid back and stress-free, to the alignment of my parents who were very serious about your career and having to do anything that helped out your future. And if it didn't, then there was so much tension in the household. My mom would even drop me and my brother off at the library almost every day during the summer. During the summer, where kids are supposed to play, there's no school going on. And I'm not talking about an hour, I'm talking about a work shift. So I thought that was tough. On the other hand, what defines tough, right? How do we know as children and being the first generation born on American soil that the definition of a hard life, as our parents share all these horror stories of, for example, pirates raping women and children off the coast during the war when families just wanted to use boats to get out of the North and South war front lines. My mom was harassed over and over. My dad drank his own urine as last alternative of dehydration, being on a floating barge for days. When he transferred onto a bigger ship via cargo net, he looked back and he saw 20, 40 women, men, children just laying there behind, dead, after being trampled or sick or dehydrated. He saw a lady in front of him lose her own infant while trying to transfer on the cargo net to a bigger ship, while the water wakes put her off balance. I mean, she cried nonstop for weeks. My dad traveled with his younger brother on feet from Hue to Phan Diet to avoid the North Vietnamese takeover, but last minute his younger brother just said he couldn't leave his mom, his dad, his family, and he headed back. And right there they exchanged currency to his little brother for anything material value to my dad that he could take on his who knows what journey that he was going on at the age of 28. And that's just the beginning. So is it tough for us?